Hey there, this is Jamie Smith with CF Pro Tools, and I wanted to do a quick demonstration today on how to install and use the CF Funnel Total Tracker add-on. And so this add-on is a replacement or an addition to the previous FB Total Tracker, and that one installed on the order confirmation page and would actually take the entire value of your entire purchase when somebody goes through your funnel, from the order form to the upsells, downsells, everything and anything that shows up as purchased on the order confirmation page would get totaled up and one purchase event sent to Facebook with that total. The problem that some people run into is that not everyone makes it to the order confirmation page, and in that case a purchase event does not fire at all for that customer. The other thing that is beneficial for this add-on, the new version, which actually fires a purchase event on each step of the funnel, is that it counts as multiple conversions. So that can throw people off. So it's something to be aware of, that if when you use this add-on, you will get multiple conversions per customer if they purchase multiple items. If they purchase it on the order form and then on the upsell page, that would count as 2 conversions in Facebook. That throws people off sometimes on your conversion metrics, your conversion percentage. Because you've got 1 click on an ad, but you've got 2 conversions. So, people will be like, well, how can I have a 200% conversion rate? And the reason is because that same customer is converting multiple times. Now, the good thing about that is that actually many people will want that, and it's actually good for Facebook optimization. So Facebook will automatically optimize your ads. If you're optimizing for conversions, Facebook will optimize based on how many times people convert in your funnel. And so you might actually want that, because what that gives you is optimized for traffic where those people have converted multiple times. So Facebook will see that and see that, hey, we've got this type of customer, a person that's similar to this other person has converted multiple times, and so let's if we've got a bunch of those, let's optimize for those, because those are our hyperactive buyers. So that's where this add-on actually comes in beneficial, as well as it fires purchase event value for every step on the funnel. So if they don't make it all the way to the order confirmation page, you at least get a purchase event on the order form, or on the OTO page, on the upsell page, on the downsell page, and whatever their last page is, actually whatever last purchase they made, it will actually fire the purchase event on the next step of the funnel, because we want to make sure that that step is actually successful. And so when that next page displays, it'll fire a purchase event from the previous purchase. So when they purchase on the order form, on the next page, whether that be the order confirmation page or whether that be an upsell page, it will fire a purchase event for whatever value was they purchased on the order form itself. So that's a long description, and let's jump into the installation, because it's super easy. And so what we have here is our order form. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up in an edit page. This is just a quick sample order form. And there's only 2 things that we need to do here. We just need to grab our code for the funnel total tracker and insert that into our settings, tracking code, and then footer code. And so that one goes in here. And there's only one thing that we really need to set here, and that is our currency. And that is the currency that's going to get sent over to Facebook. We need that currency for Facebook to say that, hey, our purchases are in US dollars, or they're in Canadian dollars, or they're in British pounds, or whatever they're in euros. So we need to set that currency here. And so that's the only thing you really need to change in this. And then we just need to copy and paste that into the actual tracking code, footer code. And then the other thing we need to do is install the CF Order Summary add-on as well. And that one is, we've got a whole installation video on just the CF Order Summary, but that's actually where the new total is calculated. So the Order Summary calculates the total, and then this new add-on actually takes that total and pushes it up to Facebook as a purchase event. And you'll want to have this Order Summary element on the page. And so this is built in, the order summary element's already there on a 2-step. This add-on will work both on a regular order form like this and on a 2-step order form, as long as you have the CF Order Summary add-on installed as well. And the installation is the same. Just go to tracking code and footer codes, and then copy and paste the add-on code into this section, and we'll scroll here, scroll past, and then we'll see we have, this is our CF Order Summary. So you can see we've got our configuration there, and then this starts our CF Order Summary code, and then that goes in there. So those are the only 2 things that we have installed here on this page. And that's for your order form. Now we're going to take the exact same code for the total, the funnel total tracker add-on. We're going to copy and paste that into our OTO pages. So I'm going to jump into an OTO page here, and we're going to go ahead and click Edit. And we're going to put that code in just like it is. Again, just updating the currency. If need be, it's going to come with US dollars, so that's going to fit for most people in their funnels. But if you need to change that to euros or something else, you can certainly do that. But you want to, you'll want to match up with your funnel, probably throughout the process. So you probably, can change it once and copy and paste it multiple times. So we're just going to copy and paste that code into the footer code section, and that's the only extra code on this page for the OTO. That's the only one you need. And then the way we tell Facebook what the value of this purchase is by configuring our buttons, our purchase buttons themselves, or our links to say, hey, here's the value that I want to send over. And that value is going to be in cents. If it's $47, it's going to be 4700 for 4,700 cents. So we need to add the extra zeros at the end. If it was 47.97, then our value here would be 4797. We're not doing 47.97. We're just doing 4797. The value is in cents. The way we set that is by going to our button and clicking on Settings, the little gear icon. And then we'll go in and go to our Get CSS Info, our little hashtag icon at the bottom of the settings sidebar. And we're going to click that, and then it'll pop up our CSS Info. And then we have our title tag here, our title at the top. And you'll notice in this one I have it set to CF-OTO-cents, so that you know that it's supposed to be the price in cents, and then dash 4700. So that's going to send across 4,700 cents as our purchase value to Facebook. So Facebook will know how much this purchase was when they click on that upsell button. So we want to add that, and then we just click our update button. We're going to do the same thing on our link. We have a link here that also is a yes link to purchase that first product. It's also $47, so we can click Settings, and then our little hashtag icon, and then we'll have the same thing, CF-OTO-cents, that's 4,700, click update. You'll want to do that for all of your buttons and links that actually are a sale of a product. So if you're linking to a yes link, then you'll want to do that. So here we have a separate product that's $97, so we have two different options to purchase. So we'll want to do that as well. We want to click on the settings there, and we'll go to hashtag, and then we go to title, and we do CF. This one is $97, so we're going to do CF-OTO-cents-9700 for $97. 9,700 cents is $97. And click our update. And then we do the same thing for our link, which is also a yes link to buy this second product, the second option. We'll look at that one there. And same thing, CFOTO cents, 9,700. And that's how we configure that. And that's all there is to that. Once you've got your code installed, settings, tracking code, footer code, paste that in there, and then once you have all your buttons and links configured to say what the value of that button click is, that's how the code is going to know, hey, if somebody clicks on this button, then push this value to Facebook on the next page. Then all we do is click Save, and then let's go ahead and X that out of this. And then we do the same thing. We have another OTO, we have a downsell, we have a whatever. In this case, we have another OTO. And we want to go ahead and click Edit Page there. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go into Settings, Tracking Code, Footer Code, and paste our code in for this funnel total tracker. We don't need the order summary on the OTOs, just on the order form. But in this one, we're going to grab that funnel total tracker add-on, and we're going to go ahead and just make sure that our currency is set. And then we're going to do the same thing. This basically is just a copy of the same page. We want to do the same thing, set up our buttons. So just as a reminder, we go to the settings for the button, we go to the CSS Info, and we set it to CFOTO cents, and then whatever the dollar amount is, 4700 in cents. And that's it. So we've configured all the buttons on this one and all the links on this one. So we're going to click Save just in case, and then we're going to go ahead and exit out of this. And then the last thing we'll want to do is actually install this exact same code on our order confirmation page. We don't need to do any configuration of buttons or anything like that on this page, because all this is doing is detecting that a purchase made on the previous page and is actually firing that purchase event. The reason we do this is to make sure if someone lands on this page, that means they purchased previously on the last step or they might have clicked a no link or something like that. In that case, nothing fires. But we want the next step, because if the next step in the funnel is viewed, then that means the previous step was successful. So we don't want to do this on a button click where somebody maybe clicks a button to purchase, but then their credit card fails, because that, if we did it on the button click, then it would fire a purchase event to Facebook, and then the credit card fails, but we've already told Facebook, hey, they made a purchase. We can't take that back. So we're going to wait and do that on the next step. So that's why we install this code actually on the order confirmation page as well. And then it's super simple. It's the same way. We just want to make sure our currency is set properly. So we go to settings and tracking code. And then we go to footer codes, and then we set our CFPT currency to USD. If you're doing dollars, it could be EUR if you're doing euros, whatever that 3-character currency code is. Canadian dollars, I think, are CAD, whatever you got there. Australian dollars are like AUD. So yeah, so you set that, and you do settings, tracking code, and footer codes, and you paste that in, and you save the page. And that is all there is to do on an order confirmation page or thank you page or whatever you have after your last purchase step on your funnel. And that is it. And so let's go in, and I'm actually going to open this. Let's go to our order form first. And I'll just kind of show you how this works. So I've got my Facebook pixel installed on this funnel, and I've done that in the, and actually the tracking code, the head tracking code for the entire funnel. So I've got my Facebook pixel code installed here. So you can do that same thing. So the Facebook pixel code is going to insert itself on every page, every step of the funnel. So you'd have to make sure that your Facebook pixel code is installed on every page. Do that first. That has nothing to do with this add-on, except for you have to have it installed if you want the add-on to actually work. The Facebook pixel code has to be installed. So do that however you would normally do. You could do it on a page-by-page basis, but if you want that pixel code to fire on a page, then you need to make sure that the pixel code from Facebook is installed on that page. The easiest way to do that is just to do it at the global level for the entire funnel. It'll show up on every page that way. So that's how I've got set there, and let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to open up the link in an incognito window, and so we get it. We've got our order form here, and this one's got a test product and a bump. And so let's go ahead and just do a little test order here. So we're going to do Jamie. We're going to do. Let's see. Today is July 1st, so we'll do 0701. Let's do 18-1 at cfprotools.com. So that's just a little test, and this is the way I test purchases. Anything between the plus and the at, if you're using a service like Gmail, is going to actually get ignored. It'll still go to your inbox, so you'll still get your delivery emails and all that stuff, but it just won't actually get. It makes it unique purchase inside of ClickFunnels, but it doesn't actually register with your email service provider like Gmail. So that's the way I use for tests. You want to use unique emails for every test purchase. That way you can see what actually is going to happen for the customer. And then we'll just throw in the test credit card number. We can actually just copy that from up here, and then we can paste that in here, and then we'll just throw in some valid values here. And so you can see on this one, we have a purchase amount of $27. I'm going to go ahead and check the bump here. So now we have so you see in the order summary, we've got a 27 and a 47. So we get a $74 total value. You can see if I take a look at my Pixel Helper, if you don't have this installed in your browser, you should have the Pixel Helper. If you're in Incognito, you need to make sure and enable this one to run in Incognito, which I've done. But if we look here, we can see that the purchase, it recognizes that there's purchase code on this page, but it doesn't actually do anything. That's because we have the add-on. So it's going to give you this little error, but that just means that, hey, we recognize, it's just the Pixel Helper saying, hey, we recognize that a call to FBQ track purchase is somewhere on the page, but it didn't actually fire anything. So don't be concerned with that. That is actually normal. So it's going to say that the Facebook pixel code on this page didn't load, so no information was sent to Facebook. And that's exactly right. We don't want to send a purchase from our order form. All the order form has done is loaded the page. So that is going to be normal there. So you'll expect to see that. All it's doing is recognizing that inside of the add-on there is a call to FBQ track purchase. It just looks for that text somewhere on the page, and when it sees it, if it doesn't actually detect that you fired anything to Facebook, it's going to give you a little warning. So don't be alarmed by that. It's not actually going to fire anything until the next step, and we'll show that after this. So we've got this all filled out. We've got a purchase here of $74. So let's go ahead and click complete order. It's going to take us to our OTO page. And then now we've got our OTO page, and now let's take a look at our pixel. And now if we go in and look, notice our purchase is now spinning. That's telling us, one, it's firing a page view, and it's firing a purchase to Facebook. So these might spin for a little second here while it sends that data over to Facebook. And now we get the green check for the purchase. So that means that a purchase event was fired to Facebook, and also a page view event was fired to Facebook. And then this microdata automatically detected that was fired to Facebook automatically. You don't have to do anything extra, but it's the purchase one that we're looking at. If we click this, you can see that the value that was sent over was $74, which was the value of our purchase on the front end. So that was fired over to Facebook, so Facebook is aware of that purchase. Now let's do another purchase. Let's do add order. We're going to do the $97 on this one. So we're going to go ahead and click that $97. It's going to go ahead and do our working, and now we're on OTO 2. And so now this is a different page. This is our OTO 2 page. It looks just like the last one, but it is a different page. We had a $74 purchase on the first page, and now we've had a $97 purchase. So let's take a look at our pixel code. And if we notice here, we have another purchase event fired on this page, and that purchase value was $97. So now we fired two purchase events to Facebook, one for $74, one for $97. And now let's say, okay, we don't want to actually, we don't want to make a purchase on this one. This OTO, we're going to skip this one. So let's go to our order confirmation page. So we're going to go ahead and click no thanks. I don't need it now. And now let's take a look. So we've got our $27, $47, $97. These two were fired on the first OTO page. This one was just fired on the second OTO page. Now let's take a look at our order confirmation page here. You'll notice that we get our little error. Hey, the purchase pixel was detected, the purchase event code was on the page, but nothing actually fired. That's because we didn't actually make a purchase on the last page. There was no successful purchase, so we didn't fire an event, which is exactly what we want. So we only fired a purchase event in those cases where a successful purchase was made on the previous step, and we fired the legitimate values across on all those cases. So that is how you use the Facebook Funnel Total Tracker. The CF Funnel Total Tracker works with Facebook. Make sure your Facebook pixel code is installed. Make sure that you install the code on each of your pages. In this case, we will install the code on the order form, the OTOs, and the order confirmation page. Every page that you might have a purchase in a previous step, you need to install the code on, and you also need to make sure that your Facebook pixel code is installed, and I just do that at the funnel global settings. So hopefully that makes great sense. Hopefully you use this to great effect, and you can definitely, I believe that your Facebook ads will optimize better by using it this way, because it will detect those people that are hyper buyers, that are buying every step of your funnel or buying multiple times throughout the same funnel, because they'll detect those as multiple purchases, multiple conversions. They'll have a higher conversion rate, and therefore Facebook will find you more of those buyers, which is what we all want. So get out there, use this. Hope you like it, and we'll talk to you real soon.